Angel Reese is going to have the biggest learning curve, but it's going to make this team a contender. If you watch today's game against the Lynx, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The new system being ran when you're used to kind of getting it on your own and fighting to get good position and praying somebody misses or you get a board, totally makes sense why she was standing at the top of the key kind of watching. And that is going to be the growing pains that's going to happen with the Chicago Sky for the probably first month or two of the season. But when she taps in, I won't say if because she's that type of player that puts in work. When she taps into her true role in this new system, it's going to be curtains because we've seen Camila Cardoso cannot be stopped. Single team and probably not double team, she could be stopped. So when Angel gets comfortable playing on that ring, going elbow to elbow at the top of the key, it's going to be curtains. And I know people got confused with the term first option, but truly it's about the first action. Camilla's the first action. Let's see what they do when she touches the ball. If they immediately bring the double, she gets to kick it to the corner. Closeout goes to the corner. That means the swing is going to be open. That's called a swing if you're not familiar with basketball terms. So if I'm doubled and I swing it to the right person, defense will collapse there, and there's going to be an open three-point shooter is the next pass. And so that's why Cardoso is going to be the first action, not option. That doesn't mean somebody else won't get the ball, or when she gets the ball, she's supposed to shoot. But that puts Angel in a new position. It's not a bad position or difficult. It's just new. At LSU, a lot of their actions were ran through her or for her to be in the right position. If the person attempting to score does not, she would get the offense. She just overpowered everybody. And you can plan for that. Like, hey, we're going to run a strong side pick and roll. Angel going to be on the weak side. So if the strong side, whoever shoots the pick or the roll shoots on the strong side, Angel will be crashing. She's going to get the O board, put it back up. And that's how things were ran at LSU. And I made it really basic. There's other play styles that they were running at LSU, but I just tried to make it basic so you understand a lot of stuff was based around what her strengths were. Probably her whole life, because we go back and look. I started following her when I seen her play at the Slam tournament outside. I actually was watching because I heard about this 8th or 7th grader named Juju Watkins in California, because I'm a California kid. So I kind of keep up. I watched LaMelo all throughout high school, Lonzo. So I kind of keep up with my California kids, especially point guards or guards. And so I was watching for Juju when she was wearing the two little puffs. And in that game, I seen a dog out there, and that was Angel Reese. And so that's how I got tapped in with her. I forgot how I even got this far in this conversation. What were we talking about? But anyway, I've been watching that long, and since then, she had gravity. Like, everything went towards her because she was just bigger, stronger. At that time, she was passing quicker. She was that type of player. And so now she has a new coach that says this isn't a one-person show. These are our actions. We're going to start going deep in the post to Camilla, whether she kicks it out to a corner, then who's ever the swinger person, if it's trapped, they set a pick, and then it rotates back to Angel. You got to know what you do on that end. If you don't have the shot or the drive, kick it out to Courtney. We do a reset, and now we're at our second principle within our offense, whatever it is. And I think that's a major adjustment for Angel, but I think she has a high IQ, and I think she's up for the challenge. We've seen it today. Like I said, I've seen some plays where she was kind of looking around, watching what is going on, and I like that. She's trying to figure out, where is my true placement? Where would this pass? If they were to kick it out to me, I need to be in their line, their eyesight. And I've seen those moments happen with her. But we also seen she get a rebound. Coach Tyler is cool with her pushing the break. And that's something that's really going to change the game. If your 4-person is coming down, looking in your eyes, and I'm spinning 1-2, that makes her on a fast break. Now, everybody's eye, if a big gets the ball in a fast break, you're like, okay, let me go guard my person because there's no scoring about to happen. But now she's getting it off the rebound, and now she's able to not just push, because she did it last year, but she has the freedom to go and try to put full pressure on the defense and possibly score. And that's some stuff we seen happen in Arrival over the offseason. But that's something that's been in her game that she had to, once she got in college, she had to step away from being that point forward. Or I think she called herself Dr. Goggles or something like that, because she loved dropping dimes when she was a kid. But that is what I was seeing as far as she's the person that's going to adapt the most to the offense. I've seen her do pick and rolls with Courtney, and she's so used to not getting the ball on the roll from last year that she would pick and start going. And if she didn't get in the first 2 strides, she kind of slowed up so that she can give some space. Because when you're playing with somebody like Kennedy Carter, you set a pick. And if you don't get it on the first 2 steps, get out the way, because Kennedy's about to bop, crossover, spin move, whatever she's going to do. But now playing with a true point, you want to set that pick and you want to roll as hard as you can to the basket, because it might be right there for you, or it might be coming off the bounce and you got to get up and go. And so those are little things I picked up on. I think they may have had a turnover doing that. If I remember right, they did have a turnover doing that. But there was a pick and I call it a pick and pause roll, because I believe there was a pick with Angel and Courtney, and it wasn't the instant pass right off the pick, but it was patiently. And that's my pause. She patiently waited, called it to Angel, and that's when she did the strong spin move lay over Nafisa Collins. I'm saying her name wrong. Over feet. And so those are little nuances that Angel being probably the person that's going to be high in the 1-2 punch with her and Camilla. She's going to be the person that's going to be playing high in the high low. That's what I was trying to say. She's going to be the high person. So that's a whole new journey for her, is being able to have those moments. So it's, as a fan, we have to remember this is her second year. So there's needed to be a lot of growing and understanding her first year, but she didn't have the vets. And let's not even take her word for it. Jeff, the GM, said we finally got the right vets around these big young players we have. And so now she has people that's going to teach her, okay, when the defense does this in the pick and roll, be patient. But when the defense does that in the pick and roll, dive strong, and I'm going to get it to you because they've trapped me. You know, and that's stuff that you don't necessarily know until you're in that position. And even at LSU, she was playing with Alexis Morris, who is more of a scoring threat off of the pick and roll. And as a point guard, very similar to Kennedy Carter. If you know, you know. But their playing style is very similar. So that is what she's actually used to. So now she's dealing with a point guard that's like, I don't mind getting 9 to 10 assists, just me and you pick and roll, or whatever the play set is. I want to get the assist, and then if you get trapped, you get doubled, which we've seen today. Vandersloot will be ready. Like, she got that shot that if the ball hits her here, it's gone, it's over. And she got that. My cousin shoot like that, and I call him set shot Jack. She has more of a set shot that if she's open and you hit that shooting pocket, it is lights out. So this is a whole new venture and whole new journey for Angel. But everything I've ever heard shows me she's the type of player that's willing to put in the work to go be great. Even I'll leave you last with this. Haley said when she first came over to Chicago, people don't know Angel is selfless. She'll do whatever to win, whether she got to be the star or the biggest role player on the bench. Like, that's what Haley was saying. And I've seen comments saying, oh, if she was that like negative. And when you think about it, Angel was scoring 24 points a game. And when they got Haley, she went all the way down to 18 so that she had an opportunity. Flage started growing, had an opportunity. That's the type of player she is. So I think she'll be able to step in this role and really change this thing for Chicago. Real quick. I'm AJ. This is my mic. Peace.